So Vanessa is our Chief People and Experience Officer for LiveTiles, and she's going to present now this new and innovative solution that Simon touched on called LiveTiles Vibe. It's very much a product of our time. So Vanessa, over to you.
Yeah, thank you. And hi, everyone. So I'm actually sharing my screen at the moment. I've got my Teams environment up there for you. I'm not going to go through any slides today. I'm actually just going to walk you all through a real live demo of LiveTiles Vibe. So LiveTiles Vibe is a very exciting product for us at LiveTiles. It came about around the time of coronavirus when everyone shifted to working from home. So I lead the people function for our company internally, and so I was obviously very concerned about the impact that the physical isolation would have on our employees, and just how were we going to track how people were feeling, who was well, who was perhaps not doing so well, that kind of thing. So we looked into what were some options for us as a business to track employees, given that we were all physically separated. And so I looked into, survey technologies that exist, including, the great one that we already use for engagement at LiveTiles. And we looked at, just what is out there in the world for us to be able to track employee wellness during this COVID pandemic. Unfortunately, we found that there was nothing really that suited our particular use case. So I was very clear that I didn't want to be throwing another, a big task at people throughout the workday or multiple times throughout the week, giving them, another 10-minute activity or 20-minute activity that would take them away from their normal workload. So we wanted something very short, sharp, just momentary in terms of being able to gather a quick response. So given that nothing existed, and given that we're a tech company, we thought, well, why don't we build something that's going to absolutely suit our use case? And if it does that for us, we feel that it might do the same for our customers and partners as well. So enter LiveTiles Vibe. We've spun it up in a really, really rapid amount of time, and that's what we're also very excited about. And the technology is continuing to evolve, and we want to work with you all on how we can continue to develop it over time and build on the use cases for this tech, which we believe are actually infinite. So essentially, it sits as an app in Teams, which is very easy to deploy. And as we have mentioned as well, it's free. So any of you can go and download this app and have it in your Teams environment and start creating vibes and gathering responses from your employees straight away. So very exciting. One thing that I will point out too, it's not a survey. So we didn't want to go down the path of building survey technology. As I've mentioned, there is enough out there that are really great for that particular use case for doing employee surveys and engagement tooling, that kind of thing. What this is just a momentary sort of response that we can gather about pretty much anything. So for me, given that my focus is our employees and our employee wellness, I'm using it predominantly for that, but we do believe that this will continue to evolve into many different types of things as well. So in terms of the demo, I might just jump straight into it for you as well. So once you've deployed the app in Teams, so the LiveTiles app, LiveTiles Vibe app rather, essentially what you can do is create a channel that you're going to be using to communicate and gather vibes from your employees. And so for this particular demo, I've just got a group channel with our entire global team. And once I've got the app deployed, I will have in the top ribbon here where you've got your general posts, files, wiki, etc., a LiveTiles Vibe option. And this is where I, as a creator, so I've got the permissions to do this, can go in and create any kind of card and any vibe that I want based on a range of templates that we have. And I'll just create one for the sake of this particular demo. I choose from our template, and for today's, I'm just going to do a really simple one, which is how are you feeling today? And then I hit next, and then I can give this particular vibe a name. So it just might be, how are you today? I can send that to a channel. So as I mentioned, I've got a global team channel set up for this, and then I can actually schedule it as well. So I can schedule that to hit at a particular time. on a particular day, and I can also make that on a recurring basis as well, which is very exciting. So you might want to, if you've got people in different regions, like we also do at LiveTiles with different time zones, have different channels set up for each of those different groups and scheduling vibes at different times so that people are getting that Teams notification pop up at an appropriate time and not, in the middle of the night, that kind of thing. So very, very simple to do that. Once you've created a vibe, essentially it will actually allow you to receive a notification. So in your activity notices within the Teams experience, you'll get a note that you've got a vibe. Vanessa's asking for you to give your feedback. And so effectively, I just need to move my chat window out of the way. You can then get in and actually just answer that particular vibe. So I scheduled that one that I've just shown for the purpose of the demo to hit at 9 a.m. So instead, I'm just going to click on this particular vibe that's already there, submit it, and it's asking me how I'm feeling this week. I've said excited, submitted my response, and that's it. So it's not a timely process. It doesn't take you outside of Teams. It actually just allows you to get the notification and respond immediately, which is fantastic, because we believe even if you do have to take people out by clicking on a link that takes them to a website or some kind of other experience, even that process can either delay a response for people and they think, oh, I'm not doing that now, I'll do it later because I'm busy. Or it can allow them to, the time between, receiving the notification and actually going in to submit a response, there can be a lag that actually allows people to give too much thought to the response that they want to give. And that's what we find a lot of the time with engagement technology and survey tooling, is that if you give people something to submit their responses to, if it's going to take at least 10 minutes, often people wait till a suitable time in the day to actually submit their responses when they've got some free time, or it might be at the end of the day when they've finished all of their other work, and you're not really capturing an authentic and immediate response to something that might be relatively simple, like how are you feeling today? So just for the sake of the demo, when I'm going back into my experience as an owner of Vibe cards, what I can actually do as well is go and have a look at the analytics around that as well. So I can look at how many people are actually responding to my vibes and what those responses are. And for the most part, responses in Vibe default to be anonymous, which is great. So you're just getting an overall view of employee responses, but there is also the option to make them not anonymous, but we've defaulted to make it anonymous so that there is that adoption in an ongoing way. So as Simon has alluded to as well, we understand that not everyone uses Teams as much as we do. And certainly there might be organisations where people use Teams more than others. And so we're very excited to be sharing with you that we've actually created an email version of LiveTiles Vibe. So that means external to the Teams experience, and I'm hopefully, Simon, you'll forgive me for sharing this with everyone. Basically, I can go into an email and interact with this in real time. So this is still not quite launched just yet, so giving you a sneak peek today. But effectively, I can send out an email to all our employees, which is a LiveTiles Vibe, for example, how are you feeling today? And then the user can literally just select an emoji to give my feedback. It's that simple. And then I'll get a thank you for your response. And then Vanessa, the owner of that, I'll also get a weekly analytic breakdown, which is very useful as well for me to understand how people are responding to vibes, how people are feeling. And then I can actually go in and, tailor sort of some activities that we might be doing to help with engagement as we go, help with wellness. If I'm seeing that, people are feeling pretty flat week on week, maybe we need to have a few more social events and things like that, or maybe we need to have a chat about our EAP offerings, that kind of thing. So it's very exciting technology. We do believe that the use cases are infinite for this. And so we want to hear from you all around how you see this, working within your organization. Do you think you'd be using it in a Teams experience, or would you prefer the email version? Would it be a hybrid of both? And what are those use cases for where you want to get that momentary sort of feedback from your employees that gives you sort of a collective overview of how people are going, how they're responding to something? So with that, I'm going to leave it there. I'm hoping that, there might be some questions and we can get some feedback from you all. But Paul, that's it from me. So over to you.